Welcome back, everybody. 7 Minutes for Seniors. I am Chris Wilson. This is Betsy Waltrip. Selling the South. We are here at Next Home Realty on Atlantic Boulevard. So this is our second segment. We're going to talk a little bit more about all the wonderful things you do. So tell me, how do you help seniors? You do so many
I
things,
know there's
of course, right?
several different
So
aspects.
so start to finish. Like I call you, hey Betsy, I want to sell my house.
Okay, I usually the boomers are a big part of my people. Like they have the big house and the kids are grown and gone. They want something smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So then we just we start looking, and then they decide what they want to keep and what they want to take. We have the estate sale to get
Mm-hmm.
rid of the stuff they don't want to take, and then we sell the house, the big house, get them the smaller house.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they go into assisted living. So then sometimes people have passed away. So then, we sell all the stuff for the probate and the house, and then it goes into the estate, the
Mm-hmm.
trust, and then the attorneys take it from there. Um, Sometimes their kids live out of state.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had two right now. I've got a couple in Colorado and a couple in Kentucky, and their parents, actually one in Texas, they came and got the parents, took them to Texas. We sold the interior of the house and we sold the house.
Mm-hmm.
Then a lot of they go into assisted living and they need documents notarized.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll call me and I'll go out and do the notarization for them.
Right.
Or if the probate attorney says we need everything appraised because there's like 5 heirs
Mm-hmm.
and they have to itemize everything, and that's where we do the appraisal part of
Okay.
it.
And you do the estate sale in the home.
The estate sale is inside the home, yes.
You go around, you walk around like
That's
with
what we
little
do.
round stickers
Yeah,
and
well, we
sticker
do.
everything.
So what happens, we'll go in and we clean, organize, and stage everything. We make it like a little store inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
We research the items, we tag the items, we market. I'm on 18 websites, and then all the social media, directional signs, and that. I have my personal email list for the business is about 3,500 people. So
Oh, wow.
everybody gets an email with the pictures and everything,
I
information.
got one the other day.
Good.
You were over in my neck of the woods. You were over in Orange Park, I think.
I was Holly
Yeah.
Ridge, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and that's when it goes hand in glove, is because when I host the estate sale, I'll also do an open house. So then you get double traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So when the people come for the open house, they will buy something from the estate sale. The estate sale people will either want to buy a house or know someone who wants to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just double whammy, double marketing.
Right.
It goes together so well.
Well, they get to see what the house looks like
They
with
see the
stuff
house.
inside of it,
Right,
right?
they
At
see
least,
it.
yeah.
And they get a good feel for the neighborhood and what have you.
So then you don't have the overhead of staging unless the house is empty.
Right. And usually, time I'm done with the estate sale, we have some pretty good leads on the house, and the house is usually off the market fairly soon.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're moving pretty quickly.
They're moving fast. Yeah.
Even with interest rates being a little.
Yes. That's a different animal, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But the part you can control.
The part I can control is we make it smooth. We want every family's different, every situation's different.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to be aware of that and just make it as easy, because they're already dealing with so much emotionally.
Right.
I mean, it's emotional. You've lived in this house for 40 years and now you're going to right size to something smaller.
Right.
Or your parents have passed away or your spouse has passed. It's a lot of emotions.
It's got to be fun trying to downsize like 5 pounds to fit into
right size it. So I don't like the word downsize because
right size. Okay.
I use the word right size because I don't know. I just don't like the word downsize. But right size is like, okay. And it could go the opposite direction. Let's say you have a starter home, it's just you and your husband or you and your wife, and now you're having a baby. So now you're going to have to right size up.
Right.
So we can help you with that also.
Okay.
All right. It's not just going down.
So it's not just seniors.
No, I can help everybody.
You can help somebody that doesn't even have a senior.
Exactly.
Maybe they just made a junior.
Maybe they just got a junior on the way, and now we got to get a bigger place.
Now we got to right size them. Okay. So now who is your ideal client? Because now we talked about both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, the ideal, because there's just a lot of boomers out there. It's just,
so when your phone rings and somebody says, "Hi, Betsy, I'm so and so, and this is my situation." Mm-hmm. Which situation are you just salivating and hoping that this is what it is?
I don't know, salivating, but I get a lot of calls from with probate attorneys because they have the children are out of state and they need help right now on feet on ground.
Right.
In Jacksonville. And that's where I come in place. I helped this lady. She was in New York. Her dad had 2 condos full of stuff, a car. everything. So
Right.
we're dealing with the interior of the condos, we're dealing with the condos, we're dealing with the car. And I did it all for her.
Right.
And she didn't know the pressure and the stress
Right.
that I was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Because when you're selling a car and then she didn't have the title of the car, she didn't have the keys to the car.
Right.
So I'm dealing with like the locksmith and Papa Lock had to come out.
Right.
And then the battery's dead. Then you have to get a new battery and you go in the tag office. And
So did she ever come to Florida, or you
no,
handled? Can you believe that?
she was in New York the
She
whole
took care of
time.
everything for this woman, for her deceased father,
Yep.
right? Sold 2 condos and a car, emptied the place out, and the
Yep.
woman never had to come to
She
Florida.
didn't even know the stress I was under.
Wow. That's the idea, though,
But that's
right?
the idea. I want to make
Right?
it her life easier because she just lost her dad.
Right.
And the thing was, I got that job because another company in town dropped the ball.
Ah.
So I got that call, and I can't tell you the company. Well, I can't, but
Well,
I
if anybody
won't.
else wants to drop the ball,
Call me.
yeah, feel free. If anybody else is dropping the ball and any of these
I'll
things that
pick it
we're
up and
talking
run.
about,
I'll pick it up and run.
she's always working. She texted me last night, like after 8 o'clock, just making sure that we were on.
And I got to remember that not everybody works as much as
Oh, I
I
don't
do.
care. My
But
phone
it
was
was
on.
Chris. It's like,
Well,
oh,
yeah. I mean,
She's
even if
great.
I was half asleep, my phone was on my chest and it woke me up. And then the dog licked my face and wanted to go outside. So it was all
It's
good.
all worked out.
It was all good.
It all worked out.
So I love that story about
Mhm.
you being able to help somebody sight unseen.
Yep.
And just be able to just manage all of that
And we
stuff.
just did it. We talked on the phone a handful of times. We did some emails. I dealt with her attorney.
Right.
She overnighted some documents for me for the tag office because we needed the death certificate. That's pretty much all she had to do is get me the death certificate, and after I got that, then I could do everything else.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Well, that's going to finish our second segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris. This is Betsy. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow.